Hey, let's go,
Back.
baby.
We back.
NFL, man, we came off a fire week. I think a lot of people were cashing. Just a crazy, dope ass week, man. Another week of NFL. How'd you feel about it? I know you were hyped.
I mean, NFL's back, baby. Well, it's been back. What the fuck? But we're week 11 going. Week 10 was litty. Niners came back after the bye week and tapped that ass on the Jacksonville Jaguars. T. Law
Mm-hmm.
could even get a touchdown in that game. And the
Yeah.
man, and mind you, Jaguars was being known as the hottest team in the NFL right now with 5 straight wins, coming off a bye week too, and got sunned in their own home in Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
3 hour time difference. Niners flew to Jacksonville and Molly whopped.
Yeah, man, good spot. I mean, we were both talking about that. I mean, it was one of your best bets at the money line. I was thinking about taking it. I did bet it myself, but I didn't want to double up on our free picks. So, but yeah, no, the Niners, perfect spot for them on a bounce back. Almost like a perfect team, because if they had to play like a garbage team like the Giants or some bullshit team on the bottom feeders, the spread would have been crazy big. It would have been like 10, minus 12, 14, something crazy. But because they played against this mid-tier team, the Jags, who, could be contenders going into the playoffs this year, possibly. But yeah, man, I think it was just a great spot for the Niners. And then Nesto with a big bounce back here. We'll just recap our plays real quick from week 10. Nesto went 2-1 out of the 3 plays we give. He actually went crazy, not just with the Niners, but hit a plus 1,100 parlay. It's crazy, man. He had the Colts, the Steelers, the Cardinals, who were underdogs, by the way, and the Raiders, who were also slight underdogs in the game, and they all pulled it out here. So he bounced back and went positive, man. With the parlay life, you could go down, but then you got to bounce back. You just got to hit a big one.
Shout out to Cardinals though. They came back. Kyler Murray.
Kyler, bro, COD season. But yeah, you're up 3.1 units, man. The record's 9-18, but it doesn't matter because you're up positive through the parlays. I'm over here. Good week, 2-1. The Bills killed it for me. I had the teaser I gave you guys, Raiders plus 8.5, which easily hit, and then the Buffalo Bills minus 1.5, which lost. And it was just a bad call. The Buffalo has been fraud so far. We kind of overhyped them. I mean, they're not like bottom barrel. They're still going to be competitors, but as far as being, untouchable or super feared, like a top team, like a number 1 team, number 2 team, they're just not there, man. John Allen, looking like he's
John Allen.
Yeah, it might be Tim Allen on this bitch, the way he's throwing it. So he's just offensive. Is he alive? He's still talented. I'm not saying all that. He's just wilding out a little bit. Too much
Then,
Brett Favre,
Do you think it was warranted that they fired their offensive coach?
And usually I'm always down for like shuffling and firing the coach because I don't think he's great. But I did think the reason is kind of sketch.
This is, mind you, this is right after Monday Night Football. Tuesday morning, you get the call. You're done.
Should have known that was a tough game.
After blowing the game, or was a penalty with the PI. What is this? A mixed
12-man on the field goal.
12-man on the field goal. That's not offensive job. And the thing is, like you said, for like the offense, I feel like the offense is doing cool. It's just John Allen doesn't what is he doing out there? Like, it's like it's set up to pass, but then he'll try to do like his own shit and always like scramble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then throw like these looks are bad.
I mean, he has an arm. There's no saying he does not have an arm. He be throwing liners, but it's like, bro, you're getting it too, like, you're letting it, like, the play break down and you're not, like, following through routes, or, like, if the receivers aren't doing their routes, but whatever it is, it's not looking good to some teams that's supposed to be, quote unquote, a lot of people's picks, damn near me and your pick to go to the Super Bowl in the AFC, and that's not looking like that's the job no more. I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl no more.
No, it's going to be tough unless they pretty much, I think if Allen changes up and plays well and stops turning the ball over, like at all, then they will be, because they got the weapons, they got pieces. All offensive positions are solid, backups are solid.
The only thing that sketches like the running backs positions. Like,
you think so?
Like, I think it's mid. I think it's like, it's like mid sauce. Like, Cook is like, it's decent, but it's not like an all-star. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's not there because he's still new because he was a backup for so long. But I mean, he messed up other than that fumble at the beginning of the game, but other than that, he started going crazy.
But he damn near had. You can damn near say he had 3 fumbles. The
Well,
first one that he lost, the one where he fumbled it, but he caught it again.
Yeah, he
and
got
then,
it.
and then the little shit interaction with him and John Allen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all he's associated in all those plays. So, but then he was running like a demon after every time, but he was still like fucking up. And then also you had, I mean, look, even Latavius Murray is getting like solid production. He had a touchdown, so
that's why I like them. I mean, I think they have the weapons. I really think, like you said, is John Allen's fucking up.
But that's why I say though, like I can't really take the running game serious because like it's Latavius out there. He's 33, 34 years old. That's like me and you out there. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Hey, but shit. I mean, I don't like when they use him in like open field because he's good at he could block as a running back. He's better than Cook at blocking because he's bigger. And then he's bigger, so he could do the goal line packages and the goal line looks because Cook's a little smaller. But Cook, at least he's like versatile when they're open field. You know, like he could run routes. But yeah, I mean, I think the fault really is on Allen at this point, and the coach being fired.
Yeah,
it might wake him up a little bit. But yeah, you're right. Like I've seen some of these replays where I don't know what Josh Allen's doing. He sees a double coverage. He still throws it. There's a wide open guy. And he just said, nah, fuck this. And just throws it straight into double coverage. Like, everybody sees it, bro. Like, what are you looking at here? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, and back to the running game, though, I guess. And remember, they're going to get Lenny Fournette pretty soon, too, right? So,
well, that was been rumors. We'll see. But that would be just like another XXL Latavius.
Well, he's on the practice squad. They're going to get pulled up.
But, I mean, it could help them for sure. I mean, just having him there, he's not going to play hella.
He just got to get in shape, and he'll be, like, decent.
Yeah, and goal line, I feel like. With goal line formations up with his ass, it would be like, bruh, just hold the ball, don't fumble, and just get this 1 yard. All right. We're tired of running Allen because Allen sneaks it every time, at the 1 yard. His big ass. But yeah, man, moving forward, I went 2-1, still positive, plus 0.8 units. So we're 19-12 on the season, plus 5.9 units. So we're out there, man. We're in the positive. We're making money. So hopefully y'all not necessarily fading, but we'll move forward to this week 11. For fantasy guys, it looks like it's kind of the home stretch. Only a few more weeks or so, right? 3-4 weeks or something like that until the playoffs.
Yeah, and then
Yep, exactly. So I think a lot of leagues I'm in, at least, especially the Gen G League, a lot of people are close in the records, and every week really matters at this point.
For real, 6-4 in a few fucking
exactly. A lot of people are 5-5, 6-4, 4-6. A lot of people are just sitting right there, man. So. Yeah, good luck to all y'all, except for the people I'm playing against. Fuck all y'all. But let's get into it. Thursday night football. Let me share this with y'all. We got the Cincinnati Bengals going to the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens minus, minus 2.5 opening, now -4. Under over 44, now 46. So
Bengals kind of big underdogs too. Shit.
Yeah, it was small, but now it went over a field goal. Now all the way to 4, which is. And then, at this point, I was all over Baltimore. I wanted to get them at -3. I waited, and by the time I woke up, like, was it Monday? It went to 3.5 in most places, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna wait at this point. I missed the 3. I think it might go back because I thought people would take Cincinnati plus 3.5, but it looks like I'm wrong here. It looks like the line went to 4, and I just got to fire at this point. If you guys like Cincinnati or you guys like Baltimore, you guys should definitely fire because. I don't think he's going back to 3. That's for sure.
Shit, this is gonna be a close game. Bengals coming off a loss too, right?
Both teams, bruh. Both teams.
Ravens coming off a loss too. Damn.
Ravens off a big, devastating loss, man. They played against the Cleveland Browns. Last week we were on Browns +6, and I thought it was over at the beginning because the Ravens were just whooping that candy ass at the beginning, and the Browns couldn't get nothing going on. So, but all of a sudden, miraculously, the Browns defense came through. Then they just slowly chipped away, started scoring in the second half, and ended up winning by 2 points, 33-31, man. Whoa, that's crazy. It's crazy.
And then the Bengals lost to who?
Bengals, they lost to the Texans. Oh, yeah, that was another crazy game. C.J. Stroud, the shootout. C.J. Stroud came through and just pulled it out, bro.
Man, it's going to be a close-ass game.
No, it's going to be competitive for sure. Divisional, right? Am I tripping?
Yeah, divisional.
Yeah, divisional. So usually divisional games are, competitive as always, no matter who they play, who they are. So I could see that. That's why at first I thought people were really going to be interested in the Bengals plus the points, right?
Yeah. Damn. Bengals gotta want. Man, I don't even know who to pick. It's like I want to pick the Ravens, but every time like I go hard on the Ravens, it's always like bite my nails. Like fuck, it was like
that's how they are. But I feel you. No, I feel you because it's like what they just did was scary, and Joe Burrow can't click for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals money line. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You said I'm going with the. I can see value in that. If you like the underdog, I mean, it's gonna be competitive. They're gonna be plus money. So Bengals, but I like the Ravens here. I'm gonna take them. I'll take them -4. I just got a -4, -104 over at Bet Online. So if y'all over there, that's a good, decent price. But I just think they're gonna put better team, pull it out. I think Joe Burrow, the offense is there, but sometimes that's the thing. The consistency is not enough. I am worried because we've seen the Ravens blow a couple games this season, or almost even blew one where they pulled it out, but they almost blew it. So. It's tough, but I like the consistency of the Ravens in general compared to the Bengals, and I think at home, and I like the over 46.
Lamar in those close games, he be throwing them picks. Like in this one, it was the pick 6 that gave it back for the Browns to come back.
Sniper game.
But yeah, man. I'm putting my faith in McCauley. Fuck it,
McCauley. All right, well. That's gonna be a good. At least we got a decent Thursday night matchup.
Thursday night game is gonna be. Thursday night is gonna be lit. It's gonna be the football, and then you got that boxing going on.
Yeah, that's a lot going on. And then for you F1 gals, F1s this weekend as well. That's why they're doing that. Next up, man, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, another divisional game, going to the Cleveland Browns here, and it looks like the Browns are favorites. It's kind of like similar situation to the game we just talked about. The Browns are -4.5 now, -4. They just came off a big win. I don't like laying that number, bro. There's something about it. Pittsburgh is not a great team in my opinion, but they just somehow can pull it out or keep it close, even with the sus quarterback play in general.
Well, now they've been getting the running backs getting off.
Both of them, yeah.
Warren and Najee are playing well and scoring in fantasy, so they could keep that up, but it's going against the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been saying the Browns got the best defense, so I'm probably just going to rock with the Browns.
Yeah, over 38 now, 36.5. So it looks like people think it's divisional under, which I agree with, but damn, that total is low, 36. No, thank you. Yeah. But you're right. Both defenses are better than each other's offense. You know what I'm saying? It's like their offenses aren't consistent, but they could go off.
If what's his name, because like he keeps getting hurt every fucking game, Deshaun Watson. It's like every game he gets hurt and he like has to sit out for a minute and comes back. But the last 2 games he's showing some consistency, but he keeps getting hurt. It's fucked up, but
it's a lingering.
Yeah, man. It's all about if what's getting different. He's just getting mopped. He's getting whacked. All kind of shit. But yeah, bro. I'm gonna go with the Browns. Depends though. If Deshaun Watson is playing, I feel like they should. It's like a better of a chance, you feel me? Because I feel like he's getting in some kind of groove, but yeah, if he's not playing, I think it's all bad.
Yeah, I probably won't bet this game. As far as the pick, I mean, I think obviously for the win, I'm going to pick Cleveland to win, but I don't want to lay that -4. I think -4 is too much. -3, I might look at +4 on Pittsburgh. I might look at that just because the total's super low, but I'm not really fucking with this game, man. Cleveland wins the shit tacos. Next up, we got, I think it's going to be more high octane than that. Let's just go straight into it because we were just talking about it before we hopped on here. Las Vegas Raiders, baby, the hot Raiders going to down south to the Miami Dolphins. Big spread here, big spread. Got Miami open at a -10, now -12. Under over is 48, now down to 46, 47.
Damn.
So, at first I looked at it, I thought, I like the under too. Under 48, I think Raiders defense is good enough to at least not get, maybe not drop 48 because I think the Raiders offense is only going to put up like 14 points?
Yeah, maybe
less than 17 or less, in my opinion, is my estimate here. So I would say I didn't look at their team total here. I look at their team total line, but I might be. Oh, look at the line. It's 17. 17. Hey, I'm right on the money here. So yeah.
Is A-Chain coming back for the Dolphins?
That's up in the air, but it looks like it's a possibility this
Or
week.
like next week, huh? But yeah,
No, even
Dolphins.
this week is possible.
Okay, well, Dolphins coming off on a bye week, coming off a loss before the bye week, right? So they got to regroup. And the Raiders are kind of hot right now. They got rid of New York. They run New York, but they did well with the Giant with the Jets. But the Giants, that was it's automatic. But the Jets, that showed you like, yeah, this is like for real. When it comes to these real teams like this, it's gonna be like a problem still, no matter what. And I feel like just the Dolphins gonna have too much. The defense has been like solid as fuck for the Raiders, but I feel like it's just gonna be too much firepower. And it's in Miami.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, hey, the Raiders have a chance to score because Dolphins defense is not that great. But off the bye week, I think they're going to be focused more on making sure that they don't get torn up.
Yeah.
The QB play is still in question, in my opinion, personally. It's an upgrade from Jimmy G having O'Connell out because I'm obviously not big on Jimmy G and his passing capabilities, especially today. So, let's even though all things are great and the wave is high, right? We were talking about it. Last 2 weeks, look at the situation for the Raiders. Perfect situation. They fire the coach, which has, been the problem for, according to everybody. All the Raider fans are happy. Morale's high. The players are happy. They go into a game against a bottom feeder. Where do you rank the Giants? I'd rank them as probably the worst team name one team worse than them, in your opinion. That's possible.
They're atrocious, bro.
Yeah. So they're the worst. So
it's like them, the Panthers. Yeah, they suck.
Even I would put the Panthers above the Giants in my opinion.
With especially now with Danny DeVito. Yeah,
yeah,
for
with
sure.
DeVito, if they both played and you gave me a pick'ems between Panthers and Giants, I'm for sure going Panthers. So
that's a rough game though, for sure.
Yeah. So no, I think this is where kind of the high kind of crashes a little bit. I don't think it goes crashing crazy. I don't think it's gonna be like a massacre necessarily, right? Because the line is pretty big. But I think the Dolphins could end up winning by 10 to 14 points, like either two scores, basically, either a touchdown, a field goal, or two touchdowns. Line is right where it is supposed to be.
It is a spot, I think, for the Dolphins for sure. Like I said before on this show, Dolphins have problems with the good teams with defenses, and Raiders defense, they are a good defense, but you see when the Raiders D go against like a solid team, they don't do that well. You know what I mean? Like when they played the Bills, Chargers, it's like they put up points. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got to put it in perspective. There's a few things against them. Number one, they're a good defense for sure, especially this year compared to any other season in the recent years. But let's just remember that just means that they improved a lot. But it doesn't mean that they're the number one, number two, number three defense in the NFL, right? So it's like, let's not forget that. And you're going against what? Would you rank Miami's offense top 10 in the NFL? Probably. Top 30%. Yeah. So, the better offense is going to outweigh the Raiders unless the Raiders can put up points.
And so if they could get to Tua, yeah, it could be a different story. But yeah, for sure. But yeah, Dolphins, I don't know if the spread, the spread's kind of disrespectful, but then like the money line is like minus 700, so I don't know. But yeah, just to pick Dolphins.
Be greasy. If you want to really be greasy, yeah.
I'm going to add this to a greaser.
To a greasy one. There's for those that have a 10-point parlay, or not parlay, 10-point 3-team teasers at minus 130. There's a lot of places that have that. You could take the minus 12 down to minus 2 as one of the legs. And I'll probably add that as my teaser at the end of the thing here because there's a lot of big favorites here. But yeah, as far as the ones, at the same time, I'm not taking the points, but I'm not laying minus 13 in the NFL. That's not usually my thing. But I think they win by possibly 14. I see 10. So under as well. Under for me, under 40. I rather 48, but it's at 46 right now. So I would take it under still up until 45. So yeah. What else we got here? I know we spent a lot of times, but I'm in Vegas right here, so you got to talk about the team here that's riding high. Everyone's hyped on them. Good for them. I'm glad. And I didn't finish my thought before we move forward on it. They played against the Giants, right? They blew them out like they should. Then they're riding high. They're playing against the Jets, who are not good offensively, flying across to the West Coast. to play, and they pulled it out. So good job on them. And
it was a close ass game though.
Yeah, and they were the better team for sure that night, and they won. So good for them. But it was still competitive. So
I mean, if is there anybody better than Zach Wilson that game, the Jets win. Sorry.
True that, man. So next up, we got a surprisingly. I mean,
like, imagine if they still had Geno Smith. You feel me? Like,
like even a mid-tier quarterback could pull it out. Like Josh Dobbs or somebody like that.
Hey, Dobbs balling.
Dobbs is good, bro.
I would say Hal too, but Hal be putting this shit up too. So fuck.
Hal be slinging it. What's the difference between Hal and Josh Allen? Really at this point.
Man, it's just the team around him.
Exactly. But yeah, let's. We got the Chicago Bears here. Going against the Detroit Lions, the hot Lions, man.
Yeah, man, what a game that was against the Chargers. That was the game of the week, like we damn near said. What a shootout! What it was like 38-40 something, or 31-38 or something like that. But crazy ass game. They were just going back and forth in the beginning. Jahmyr Gibbs, the running game was taking over like it was nothing, and so Goff wasn't doing anything. But later, all of a sudden, the Chargers started scoring. Then it's turned into, just like I said, like a shootout. That game was lit.
Yeah, it was a lot more sweaty than I wanted it to be because one of my best bets on this show was the Lions -2. We pulled it out, baby. I had them on the money line personally, but it was still sweaty for sure, more than it needed to be. But hey, Herbert was slinging it, and the Chargers defense is not that great. So like I said all season,
but shit. The Lions defense is supposed to be pretty good too, and to get put up that many points, I know everybody who had Lions defense or Chargers defense in their fantasy was hot.
Yeah, I mean the Lions. I feel like it's more their rushing, right? It's like their line and then their run defense.
Because even Garner Johnson got hurt out for the season.
So yeah, I mean the secondary lines could still get sliced up if they fuck around. But as far as this is a different matchup, man. The Bears are just the Bears, man. Badgett. I mean, when is Fields coming back here?
Man, I don't know. It's there, and I said they're not giving out nothing. I think it's going to be gauging again. Shit.
Yeah, they pulled out a win back last week when they
on
played
Thursday Night Football. Yeah, against the Panthers, against the stinky Panthers. And Beijing was playing bad in that game. He missed up the wide open play or something like that. It was Deontay Foreman that was playing really well that game, the running game.
Foreman, he's still going strong until they get Khalil Herbert back.
And then plus you're going against the Panthers, bro. Like, what's his name? I mean, they were going against the Panthers. The Bears was.
So the Panthers, second worst team in the league, probably around there.
Yeah, but it's just the rookie is just he's having a rookie season. It's just he's not getting all together. It's just all bad over there.
Yeah, it's all bad. I mean, Lions, you got to ride them. As far as the spread, huge. Anyways, it's a 10-point spread right now. Open -8 now, -10. So it looks like there's some money that came in on a +10 because it's going back to 9.5s as well. So
I would just probably throw this one in the greaser too.
Greaser, yeah. Like I said, this is a possible other next leg for my big 10-point 3-team teaser. So that's another leg right there. Survivor, for those still in Survivor, which I am. There's only two teams with no strikes left in my league. So shout outs to Jason, weekly listener. Hopefully, so he's the other one with no strikes. But yeah, no, this is another option here. But I'm riding the wave, bro. I just think the coaching's better. The team has more camaraderie. It's just a superior team, hence the point spread. As far as the total, it went from 45 to 47. So looks like people believe the over, which I agree with. But I would be concerned on how Chicago puts up points to put up their end.
They look rough, bro. It's rough over there. If they could get the running game, but I don't think so. Yeah.
Detroit team total over. I don't know what that is, but I would look at that as well for those interested in betting angles. I'm trying to look for it.
Right. Do it.
What would you think the team total? Oh, damn. Never mind. 28.5. No, that's a little high. I do think they could get to 30, but I don't think there's a big edge there.
Yeah,
if you could find like a 27.5. or even a 28 at -110 or better, I would probably take that. But make sure once it passes 28, that's too much, man. So next game, we're going up here. Titans, Jaguars. How do you say it? Jaguars or Jaguars?
I say Jaguars.
Jaguar.
War.
Jaguar.
War, not a wire. McGuire.
Jag McGuire. But yeah,
Jack
man.
Niehoff.
We got Tennessee on the road. Going to Jacksonville. Jacksonville staying at home. Went from -5.5 to -6.5. Over 40.
Mr. Mayo.
Mr. Mayo.
Nah, yeah, Jacksonville. They gotta come back on this game after what happened to them last week in their own home against the Niners. You feel me? They were on a 5-game winning streak coming off a bye, and they just got mopped. So this is a big game for them to try to come back and, you know what I'm saying, put some respect on their name. Like, even like ETN couldn't do shit. Lawrence couldn't do. Well, Lawrence could get a touchdown, but he had a little bit of success throwing because Kirk had a decent game. But then Kirk fumbled it like twice or something like that, I want to say, or he got stripped. But yeah, I'm
man,
going with the Jags.
I like that too. I agree with you. I mean, it's hard not to like this spot. It might be too square of a look or whatever it is, but as long as you get at -6.5 or better, you know, because I could only see it going to 7 here, but I might put it in a 6-point teaser if you guys want to put out a money line parlay. I think they win. I actually would think they could win by a touchdown or more, but it is a little sus with the low total. So if you want to be a little safer, you could use it in a teaser leg or something like that. But yeah, Jaguars for me, man. Tennessee has potential. Their defense is all right, but it's just too questionable. They have weapons that they can't even really utilize due to the QB play. I mean, Levy's had a decent game on that first game when he came in, but at the end of the day,
that's the thing that was like the hype about him, because his first game he literally got DeAndre Hopkins 3 touchdowns. So it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, so it's possible. I mean, the possibility is definitely there, but you know, when someone that isn't that great has a great game like that, it's usually out of the ordinary, right? And it's going to come back to the average more likely than not, unless you're a player of like a high level, you know, caliber. Then your average is going to be a lot higher, you know, of gameplay. So, yeah, just some food for thought here. Next up, it looks like we're on the same page though on the Jaguars. We got the Chargers and the Packers, man. What's up with these Packers? They're smelly cheese, bro. The blue cheese.
They got that expired Wisconsin ass cheese, but
Chargers -3 right now.
Yeah, it's just the Jordan Love experience, whatever he's going through right now, you know what I'm saying? His first full season actually playing, it's like his rookie year, you know what I mean? And he's just having them pains. Like, it's just How did Aaron Rodgers do his first year? Any you remember or what?
As far as numbers go and stuff, I don't know.
Because I want to say there's the same situation, right? He sat for the same amount of years or something like that. But then Aaron Rodgers was he's one of a kind generation.
Well, Aaron Rodgers barely plays rookie year because he was a backup for a minute.
Oh no, that's what I mean though. That's what I meant though. Like when he came back, like when he first actually started, like was he instantly a beast or not?
Let me see.
Because Love, like you can say he's been in the year. I mean, he should know the playbook by the back of his hand. It's been the same system. You know what I mean? So
that's the first thing that came up in the forum. Comparing stats of Rodgers to Love as a starter. First game as a starter. People have the same questions you do. Rodgers' first game as a starter was against the Vikings. He was 18 for 22, 178 yards, and 1 TD, no picks. So not great, but medium. I wonder if there was he only threw 22 times, though. So it's not like a crazy amount he was throwing. But it was back in the day,
Yeah.
Love against the Bears first game. He was 15 for 27, 245 yards, 3 TDs, no picks.
Oh, see, so there was like promise. It looked like something was there, but now it's just it's been fizzling out.
We need to see consistency. Like, what's your real gameplay level like? Not just anomaly games.
You got to compare him when the season ends.
Yeah. So exactly. We need more data. Compare more years of data. I mean, you can't compare the championship years, but
no.
But yeah, moving forward, man. I mean, I'm gonna ride the hot hand here, man. I know the defense situation is not great over in Chargers. Once again, that's always my suspect thing with the Chargers. But I think Herbert's at least getting stride. They're obviously Allen's doing crazy. Eckler's back. So, hopefully their defense continues to improve. And I think this is a good game for their defense to finally show out a little bit like they have in random games here and there. And this is a perfect game to do it against because Jordan Love is not great, So you got an opportunity here. So I'm going to take the -3 here with the Chargers. I'm going to ride it out again.
Yeah.
Some people don't like Sherbert, but I do.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Even like, I mean, -3. That's like great. I mean, it isn't they are going to Lambeau Field, but I feel like that mystique is gone this year.
Unless it snows. I mean, I don't
but
know
then,
what the forecast is,
then
but
my boy Eckler could have a good game.
maybe. But does he like the snow?
Yeah, he's like from Nebraska.
Oh, he's one of those brothers, Alaskan brothers.
You feel me?
We're doing a live weather report here. Green Bay this Sunday is going to be cold, but not that cold for them, man. It's just This is a weird weather. It's going to be about 47 degrees. Humidity 63%. What the fuck is that? My wind is about 6 miles, not too crazy. So it's not going to rain or snow or anything. So it's gonna be clear weathers. So let's go Chargers.
Football. Yeah, Chargers. Go Charge. Go. Go Pack. Go.
This that might be one of my best bets for sure, man. The Herbert Allen connection was crazy this past weekend. And for those that have that fantasy stack,
he kept getting hurt though. Keenan.
Yeah, but all the receivers be hurt all the time, bro. Mike Williams always out for season, always. Like, who else just got hurt? Palmer, the other guy. Yeah. So for those on the free agency looking for,
there was a rookie. There was a rookie that scored in the game. I want to say
Guyton and Quentin Johnson.
There you go, Quentin Johnson. Yep.
You know his dad did all the WWE and music.
Oh wow. Nah. I want to say he's black. That's funny. Shout out him though. That fool was a G. The guy who made all the WWE.
I forgot his first name, but his last name was Johnson. It was like Johnston. Yeah. That's why it's rare. It wasn't. Anywho, we got Arizona Cardinals going to the Houston Texans, man. This is an interesting, a different Cardinals team. They switched up and didn't throw away the season.
They got what's his name is back now, Kyler
COD
and James Conner, aka John Connor. But but still, you can now, like, after what I had the Bengals hard against the Texans, and after what the Texans did with the Bengals, like, if they could keep that thing, people are not only saying now CJ Stroud for rookie of the year, they saying MVP talk. You know what I mean?
Oh wow! So, what if he wins both those in the same year? That'd be crazy.
He'll be the baby goat, baby goat
already. Team light skin.
That'd be crazy. But Texans, they getting it clicking right now, man. That was a big win against the Bengals. So
I got Texas. I had a great week. I think I went 15-5-1 in the NFL. Hey. So I was in Texas plus 6. I got it at 6, but some people got 7s. So shout out to y'all, but they won outright. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it, man. Yeah, man, this is crazy. At first, I was like, hey, Houston, I think I'm going to ride their wave. But then the line actually opened up around -5.5 or so. Now it's at -4, and there's money that was coming in on the plus side for Cardinals.
Hey, if Cardinals do take this one, though, they're going to have some juice for sure. Like,
yeah. I lean Houston winning as far as, who I think is the more put together team. So I definitely like Houston here. I don't like laying the big points, so I would wait here. If it gets to -3, -3.5, then I'll probably take it when it gets closer to game time because it looks like there's some love for Arizona, so I'm concerned on that. Which I understand though. Kyler, I got him in fantasy for this Gen G League. Y'all said that I should have just dropped him on our IR. I got to say it on here because it's our league in the Gen G universe.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to come back either. Shit. So.
And you know what? My sources were right. My sources said that there was a chance that he was going to come later in the season. And, so I was like, I didn't know what my situation for quarterback would be at that time. So I was like, whatever.
No, that helped you because, you had Derek Carr before that started.
Exactly. I was going through different quarterback issues, okay? So, yeah, now I'm going Kyler Murray until I can find someone else. I wasn't lucky enough to get CJ Stroud off free agency that 1 week he was available. Now he's like a great find, bro.
Yeah, I didn't start him last week. I started Goff this week. He had a better week, but I'm gonna start Stroud over Goff for sure this week.
Yeah, but it looks like we're kind of on the same page there as well. But beware, buyer beware, man. There's don't be surprised if the Cardinals,
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, especially like two big pieces are back for them, and then I guess the coach is solid with his little weird ass. So,
hey, and then we got the Dallas Cowboys off a fresh whooping of the Giants' ass.
and here comes another one for them. Dak has been going crazy in fantasy the last few weeks. I've been having on my bench just looking at it like, damn, I gotta have faith. But every time I put him in, he sucks. So
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to see.
Dakota.
I'm gonna have to see what's good this week because he's been doing it all. Because the running game in Dallas is non-existent. Tony Pollard, where the hell you at? They got the guy under making more like waves. So
Hey,
yeah,
all the receivers went off on the Dallas Cowboys.
Even Cooks has been getting off.
Exactly, but is it just because they're going against trash opponents, or is it them actually being raw? But obviously, simple spot. The spread is big, not as big as last week. Dallas opened -9, now -10.5, which I agree with. I'm not going to lay the whole 10.5 here. Panthers defense isn't the worst in the world, but yeah, Dallas wins. I would use them in a survivor if you still have them available. This might be that third leg in my 10-point teaser, bringing them down to just a -0.5 point just to win the game. That's the only way I'm gonna look at it. As far as the under over, I'm going under, man. It's went from 41 to 42. I don't love it. I'm not fucking with it, but the money's going on the over. They're thinking there's going to be maybe Dallas could cover this, the total spread alone just by them, like 40. They could score 45 points or something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be maybe. See, that's the thing with Dallas when they go against these shitty games. It's either is the offense gonna go ham or is the defense gonna go crazy?
Hopefully defense, because I got them. So
yeah, I have them in a couple leagues. So yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, they had a cool game last week, but Dak, like I said, he's been going off, and they be like running it up when they're winning. They still were throwing to like bombs and shit.
Yeah, exactly. They're not letting up, so we'll see if they're still going to do that here. Bryce Young got some work cut out for him because he's not even throwing that great, and the line doesn't really protect him, to be honest. That's why he's throwing kind of shitty because
it's a weak line. Yeah, but even when he's like even throwing like with getting blocked, like getting protection, pause. I was about to say some stuff, but the line that he be throwing, like it's like whatever, like yeah. The balls he be throwing kind of be whatever, even when he's getting protected.
So funny. Next up, we got New York Giants off a fresh ass whooping from the Cowboys.
Fade the Giants, everything.
Worst, I put them, even though they're 2-8 and the Panthers are 1-8 or whatever. I still put the Panthers above the Giants right now, just one spot above the Giants in my power ratings.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as far as the spread goes, Washington's -8, now -10, bro. So it is a little disrespectful. It is a divisional game here,
but the Giants ain't giving no kind of thing to be respected. It's like they don't even deserve respect the way they're playing, bro.
Danny DeVito over there is looking no bueno. I already knew that.
It's like it's him, and then it's like the play calling and the coaching. So like they're doing like just weak shit. Like, man, they're down and they're like running. It's like, yo, what's up? It's 4th and 3. They're doing weird ass plays. Like, bruh, like, come on, what's going on with the little bald guy over there?
DeVito's dad.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. He was like, "That's your 4th and 3 play."
Hey.
Oh yeah, forget about it. But yeah, Commanders. I damn near might have to play Sam Howell in this week.
Yeah, I mean Sam Howell's been doing great.
The Giants defense ain't too bad, but like they fucking at the same time, everybody be putting them numbers against them. So
yeah, I'm going Washington here. I don't like the -10. I would put this, like I said, either another leg in that 10-point teaser, survivor, greasy parlays. But yeah, there's no way. There's nothing to love about the Giants. If I had to take as far as the spread, if I had to, I would find a 10 and take the 10. You'd be surprised. I know, but I'm not doing it. I'm not saying I'm doing it. I'm just saying, as far as the spread, I'm not laying -10 with the Commanders, bro. Their offense did look good though last game.
Yeah, who should I start, Howell or Burrow?
Ooh, that's tough.
That's tough.
I mean, you got to go Burrow, right?
But then Burrow's going against the Ravens.
Yeah, but he's going to have to throw it. In theory, if he's down, he's going to have to throw it.
But it might just be a stinky-ass game where they're not doing anything. It could
be divisional unders. Yeah.
And it's a Thursday night game. Thursday night games are horrible.
Stinky. I mean, I like how Howell's be slinging it for the stats.
And then against the Giants, it's like he has to. Damn, it's gonna be a close
Mm-hmm.
one. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
well,
some balls to do that.
hey, so moving to the game, I think you'll be interested in this one here. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
Uh,
against the Santa Clara Niners, man.
let's get it. You already know, man. Niners
Hey,
minus
Niners
11
used
and
to
a
be.
half though. It's hella big.
Yeah, they were minus 10 to minus 11 and a half. Another leg. There's so many legs this week. You can't put more than 3 teams in a 10-point teasers at minus 130. But I mean, yeah, I would put all the teams that we talked about that are like 10-point favorites here and then link them all here to this afternoon game because we just talked about the morning game. This is the first afternoon game. And I would
Yeah.
just link them all to the Niners here to win by like minus 1.5 or
Go
something.
Niners. Go
Greasy
Niners.
parlay, whatever you want to do. Because, yeah, man, the Niners should easily dominate. I don't like the big points laying here because the Buccaneers defense isn't bad.
Yeah.
You know, fuck around. If Purdy gets concussed again and he throws those weird ones, then it's not going to be nice. But I think their defense could definitely stop Baker. I love
Baker's gonna get murdered this week. It's a rivalry too with Bosa and him from college. When Baker dissed Ohio State, he got the flag and he planted it in the middle of the field. So that's why Bosa, every time he plays him, he does that taunt where he goes like that. Plus, the line looked crazy against the Jaguars. They looking wild. They had the coach. They said, "Bring that ass down here. No more being in the skybox. We need you on the side of the field."
Yeah, trying to get all the talent because they were kind of like not doing as well as they should be with all the talent they had.
No, exactly. And now everybody was going crazy, bro. That's the thing. Like Bosa and Chase Young had that sack together. Hargrave had a sack. Armstead had like 2 sacks. Yeah, they were going crazy. Hella strips. Everybody was scoring on the offense except McCaffrey. The streak finally ended. But yeah, like even Juszczyk scored a touchdown. So like, yeah, Niners and then Purdy was looking like a beast again. You know what I mean? Even like when he like when the pocket was like collapsing, he was making moves, shaking people and shit. You know what I mean? So like they look crazy off the bye week. They look way better than I thought they were gonna do. So I'm back. I mean, I've never hopped off, but the train just got some more juice, some more gas, some more coal is burning, baby.
And then it's a good setup because I mean they do have to travel back home, but they're finally back home off a good win, so they're trying to carry that momentum over. That's why they're huge favorites, rightfully so. But yeah, it's always tough to lay big points in the NFL because you know at any point they could backdoor cover. So that's like I said, if you guys link them to either greasy parlays or the 10-point teasers I was talking about, you could actually middle it if you and hedge the other way if you want to. At like I'm sure by the time it gets to game time, you might even end up having like Buccaneers plus 13, plus 14.
Yeah, it's only going to get bigger.
Yeah, and then if you start adding if you wait for a live bet and like the Niners start getting up 14 points, you could even get like a plus 17, plus 20. So
yeah, because they're looking good, bro. Even Debo is back and he scored a touchdown. Like, bro, like when they doing that shit, it's a wrap.
Yeah, so easy one. Under over. I mean, I would look at the under right now for me. I'm leaning that way. I haven't fired anything, but under 42 would be good because I think only it's a one-way traffic here. I don't know how many points Buccaneers are going to put up, to be honest. Niners are going to put up some points, but I don't think they're going to about to score no 40 points. So 45 points. They could, but nah, I doubt it. But everyone's back. Okay, now we got an actual interesting game, surprisingly. We got New York Jets going to Buffalo Bills, battle in New York.
Man.
What do you think about this, man? The Buffalo Bills, disappointing loss by John Allen, but they're still big favorites. -6, now -7. Still -7 because Zach Wilson might be ass.
Zach Wilson is just sorry, Jetties. When you guys are going against like teams like this, it could be close. Jets defense will try to keep them alive. Make sure you make that bet, Josh Allen interception for sure. He's for sure gonna throw an interception against the Jets.
Yeah, so
but I still going with the Bills. I think they gotta give it's in Buffalo too, Bills Mafia. So like they gotta they got to show something. If they take an L to the Jets, I really can't take them serious at all.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, as much as I hate it, you got to go Bills. I do not want to lay the big points though with the Bills. I'll tell you that -7 is too much for me at this point. I'll wait because if I can get like a 7.5 or something like that with the Jets, I might go that way. But as far as who I think wins, Buffalo should win this. If they don't, their season might be questionable, and the Super Bowl might be not a possibility.
Oh no, yeah. I'm writing them off, buddy.
Oh, you're writing them off already?
Yeah, maybe
you don't think it's fixable?
Maybe that'll give them some good luck because everything I'll be saying like that, it was bites fires, it was bites me in the ass. So we'll see, but I'm low key writing them off, bro.
hopefully, John Allen gets this message.
and he from NorCal too, so it's like, bro, you making us look bad.
Yeah, he's over here. He look like he's from what? Walnut Creek. Oh, Demo knows him. He's one of Demo's homies from Walnut Creek.
Shout out Demo.
Demo. Next game, man. We got a divisional game. The Seattle Seahawks against the LA Rams.
The Seahawks been looking kind of good. Like they lose against like the raw ass teams, but against like teams like the Rams, I feel like they get the job done.
Stafford might be coming back.
Stafford is he? They had a bye week, so I mean that should be well for him for sure.
Yeah, I would keep an eye out because I think they're expecting Stafford to return. To be honest, and this was a day ago, so I think the line is telling us that Stafford's returning because we got Seattle's open at -2.5 now, only a -1 or pick'ems. So it looks like money's been coming on Rams as the underdog, and now it's getting to damn near pick'ems, man. So I would say that it's definitely because Stafford's coming back. I don't think money would just be piling in on him if it was just going towards.
Nah, yeah, and in Seattle they ended up still winning against the Commanders, right?
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So they're like 6-3.
Yeah, they won by 3. Oh, that field goal! It was a crazy game.
Yeah, it was a good game. That's how it was balling. So, and it was in It was in Seattle. It was in Seattle. So, I think Seattle should get it done. Rams are just like kind of phony this year. I don't know.
Man, I like the Rams here, man. I like Seattle as a team, but the thing is, they're not using. I feel like they're not using DK Metcalf to his maximum capacity.
They never do, and then he's like also he's not consistent. It's like he's hella beastie, but he be tripping.
He's like XXL Odell Beckham.
Like that motherfucker. He should be just a beast every year.
He should be Megatron 2.0, right?
Some shit like that, but then you got Tyler Lockett still balling, so it's like, man, he's not even like the solid number one. You know what I mean?
Shout out Lockett. He's like the small, he's a virgin. Shout out virginity. So good for him, man. He still got the juice. His ass is just all hyped up, ready to go.
And Walker had a good game too.
Hey, the running game has been the most consistent as far as on the Seahawks, which makes sense. Pete Carroll's always been like that. He always likes to run, except for this when it means a lot with Russell Wilson and he doesn't give it to beast mode. But other than that, he usually runs. So I do like Seattle as a team, but I think in this spot, man, if Stafford comes back, the Rams might be even someone to possibly win the game. I like their receivers as far as like the utilage.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if I'm using the right word. I'm loaded here, but the usage. I guess the usage,
utilization.
Yeah, the utilization or the usage of the receivers, because the talent is there on the receiving end of Seahawks. Jackson and Jigba, Metcalf and Lockett, like that's a solid 3 right there.
Well, I mean, Rams too. Look, it's Cooper,
Rams is
Kupp, Nakua, and then
Tutu Atwell,
the speedster Tutu. He be having big plays for him, and then he don't get no love because he's been hurt a lot. Stafford, but Higbee too, right? He's all right.
Well, their run game is where it's a little weak because of the injury.
Kyron Williams got hurt, but he should be coming back in a couple weeks.
Yeah, for now, that's the only advantage I see for the Seahawks, to be honest. So that's why I like the Rams on the bounce back here. Because if they can't win off a bye week here, they're hyped up, should be prepared for a divisional game. then peace out. Because Sean McVay could write some offensive plays, call some shit. So I'm going Rams here. What else we got? Getting close here. This is Sunday night game. Vikings going to Denver Broncos. This is an interesting, could be battle of the stinky, but not
not too
mid-tier.
stinky. This not too stinky. Then this new Broncos team, they
It's
solid,
unlimited.
man. They playing good. Yeah, Russell Wilson, he has 18 touchdowns right now. He only had 18 touchdowns. He has like 19 touchdowns right now. He only had 18 touchdowns last year. So like the team is they starting to turn it around. They came off a bye week after beating the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they just beat the Bills and shit. And hey man, like I said, Russell Wilson's looking like Seattle Russell.
Yep, their defense is not doing too bad either, holding it down.
And they got two good receivers, but they got to get more usage out of Jerry Jeudy because he's just playing just like a jag ass dude. You feel me?
And look at this, Denver's actually the favorite, -2.5 or -2.
I mean, rightfully so. It's at home. And then after what they just did to the Bills, I for sure said, but Vikings been playing beastie, Josh Dobbs. But I feel like is Justin Jefferson coming back? No, huh?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
So Dobbs is definitely an upgrade from their backup.
Yeah, I think Dobbs can make it still keep it close, but I feel like if the Broncos can still do what they have been doing against these like elite teams, you can say. I gotta go with the Broncos.
Yeah, no, this is a tough one. I think it's gonna be competitive here. Broncos, yeah, I tried to step in front of them last week, thinking the Bills were gonna win, and I thought the little win for the Chiefs was gonna be a fluke type of thing. Yeah. But I mean, it might not be. It was a divisional game against the Chiefs. And then, but as far as I think Denver could definitely win here. But I'm taking Minnesota in a teaser
in Denver too.
Yeah, that's the one thing because Minnesota's used to playing indoors where it's cold over there.
And then I feel like you were saying earlier today in the group chat, Minnesota's secondary is kind of mid, and you feel like receivers can get off. And the way Russ has been playing, him and Sutton have been making a little connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Minnesota's like 26th or 27th against wide receivers. So like that's bottom, tier.
Oh, yeah, man. Russell about to have a game.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I am concerned about there. Rush defense isn't bad, but yeah, the secondary could get sliced up depending on how Russell chefs it all up. But I do kind of like Dobbs here, man, as an underdog. So I'm going to put him in a teaser, a 6-point teaser, bring him from a +2 to +8 type of vibe. Or I mean, I would even look at the money line because I think this is going to be a proven game for Dobbs for sure. See how quickly he can learn. But he's a rocket scientist or some shit. He was studying to be an astronaut or some bullshit.
He is an astronaut.
Oh, Mr. Spacely. Okay.
Yeah, he's real life spaced out. Just a smart ass dude.
He's a cadet.
Yeah.
We got Monday Night Football here. We're closing up. This is a pretty fire
Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah, Philly 8-1 going to Kansas City, the Kingdom 7-2.
Oh, it's Red Kingdom. This is a real ass game right here.
Hey, KC's the favorite, -2.5.
Red Kingdom. Oh, hey, is Taylor gonna be there?
That's the one we need to find out, man.
Monday Night Football. Does she have a tour? What's her tour dates? Is it like because remember they're like overseas or whatever?
Oh, you're right. Hi, Nate. Can you check that out here?
Yeah. So like, this is a great game right here. A Super Bowl rematch. The new Kansas City Chiefs with a defense now. With struggling with the receivers, but Eagles been having ugly ass games, but still end up winning, still finding a way to get the dub. Mm-hmm. Coming off of a bye week, both these teams are coming off bye week, so they should be well rested. Because everybody been saying Jalen Hurts has been injured. You know what I mean, like his knee. Mm-hmm. So damn, it's gonna be a good ass game, but I'm gonna have to go with Red Kingdom.
Yeah, man. It looks like she's not going to be in the building, bro, because on the 19th, she got a show in Brazil. So I don't think she's going to be able to fly. Well, she could if she wanted to, but I don't think she's trying to do all that because she's going to have to – she has multiple shows in Brazil, so she's not going to be able to make it out there. all the way through the rest of the month in Brazil.
Damn. So is Kelsey gonna go off then?
Damn. So maybe he don't got his superpower.
Nah,
I
think he gonna be. I think they're gonna be fired up for sure.
No, they should definitely be fired up.
It's gonna be a good ass game, dog. Damn.
I'm actually gonna go with Philly here, man. I like Phillies with the points. If you could get the +3, wait for the +3. Or if it stays at 2.5, you'd put in a teaser, become the +8.5, and maybe tease that one and pair it with Minnesota +8.5 just to stay within a touchdown here. So I like that look here, but it's gonna be a competitive game, man. Because Chiefs need to do something. Losing to the Broncos, bro, and yeah, that's it. That was no good there.
You're right.
So
yeah. Right. So, hey, but Eagles, who they lose to this year? The Jets.
No, they lost to the Commanders, right?
Yeah. Nah, they beat the Commanders twice, but it was like crazy ass games.
Oh no, you're right. Let me see here, Jaime. Since you found the Taylor thing, who did
Red Kingdom? I'm gonna go with Mahomes in his crusty underwear.
Oh, the Jets beat the Eagles.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And the Raiders beat the Jets. Look at that math. So the Raiders could beat the Philly Eagles, right?
Nah, it works like MMA math. It just doesn't. It doesn't equal to nothing.
It doesn't equal to anything like that. But yeah, man. What do you got for the people here, man? We had a hot week, so we got to continue it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give that one as the lock. The Chiefs.
Oh, right, the Chiefs. I think the other week you also took a Chiefs when they won internationally.
Yep. And Chiefs, then we're gonna. I guess I should start off with the grease ball. It's gonna be a big grease ball. It's gonna be start off with the Dolphinos.
Okay.
Cowboys. Niners.
Bang, bang.
Lions.
Bang, bang.
And damn near, man, the Commanders.
Commanders have been okay. A 5 greasy.
5 grease
ball. The Brian Greasy parlay.
And then we're gonna do this one's gonna be a 3 banger. The Texans.
Squabble.
The Chargers. And then shit. We down there just keep it Texans and Chargers.
Okay. Hey, and for the Chiefs, do you want -2.5 or you want the money line?
Either or, it don't matter. For that one, yeah, that one don't matter because 2.5 is like basically 3.
Field goal. You never know these days, you know.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But I mean, what are they at money line?
-145. That's not bad.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's good money on the Chiefs.
All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna give y'all some different here. I'm just gonna start out with that teaser that I just said right there for y'all. It's two team 6-point teaser -120 or better. You're gonna take Minnesota from a +2.5 to +8.5, and Philly from +2.5 to 8.5, just so they could keep it close here, -120 or better. So I'm gonna do that one.
Snapple.
Philly and Minnesota. And then I like you were talking about here. One of my best bets here, Chargers. I'm gonna ride the momentum. They're if you could get -2.5, but -3 is fine. Let's do -3. Chargers -3. And for the last one, that's gonna be that for those that have access. And I feel like a lot of places already do it. If you have an online account anywhere, they should have the 3-point 10-team NFL teaser at -130 or better. Okay, -130 or better. If they're charging you more, you don't even need to do it. Just parlay them bitches. But we got Detroit at a pick'ems pretty much. What was the other one? Oh yeah, Dallas from a -10 to a -0.5 point, so pretty much just to win. And then Niners from a -11.5 to -1.5. So at -130, those are gonna be my plays there, man. We are on a lot of the same stuff, so hopefully There's no parlay buster. Some favorites that just shit the bed and do some crazy shit.
Yeah, I can see that. With who do you think would be the maybe? I don't know. Maybe the Commanders, Giants, like get excited finally, but I don't know. I doubt it.
Oh, sorry guys. Let me repeat myself. Because I wanted to put that Raiders one in. Yeah, you wanted to do it on the instead of the Detroit because it's not really gonna be as advantageous. So you want to do it with Miami. Miami from -12 to -2, and then you do it with the Dallas Cowboys from -10.5 to -0.5 point, and then Niners from -11.5 to -1.5. So that's what y'all want. That'll be more advantageous. You get more bang for your buck doing it that way, as opposed to doing it with the Commanders or the other 10-point favorite. But anywho, yeah. What's your favorite game before we sign up? What do you think is gonna be the best one or battle of the week?
Yeah, we didn't really say the weakest ones. Some better matchups this week. I want to say.
Yeah, a game I don't care about. I mean, it's not necessarily battle of the week, but Cowboys versus Panthers.
Yeah, nah. I mean, Cowboys aren't like. I mean, they're not weak like that though. But I guess game of like the week is probably Commanders and Giants.
Commander and Giants. Yeah, I guess like two teams aren't really going to do that much.
Weak sauce.
Well, even though I think it might be entertaining, but the Vikings and Broncos, like I think that's not going to be.
Hey, the Broncos been playing raw, so
yeah. Well, but it is Sunday night, so they're going to try to hype it up.
And then the best game, of course, I guess you would have to say Super Bowl rematch, Chiefs and Eagles. That's going to be a good ass game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be a crazy Monday night game. So, man, get y'all your shit ready. Hopefully, y'all out there with fantasy. Good luck. Survivor League. Hope you're still alive. Super contest. We don't talk about that here that much, but if any of y'all in the super contest for the 5 NFL picks on the spread every week, that's the one. Different casinos have it. Circa, Superbook, online, Bet Online. That's like a big contest all the people do too. Hit me up. But yeah, man, peace out. Next time, cast some motherfucking tickets, bruh. Light up.